Did you know that the ocean holds 50 times as much carbon as the atmosphere? Hi, my name is Mohammed Hashim, and I am a postdoc at USC. My research focuses on the carbon cycle in the ocean, and particularly on carbon dioxide removal approaches. Ocean alkalinity enhancement is an ocean-based carbon dioxide removal approach. It involves adding alkalinity to the ocean to increase its buffering capacity, which means that the ocean will be able to absorb more CO2 from the atmosphere, and that CO2 would be stored permanently in the ocean. Let's go to the lab. I'll show you some of the research that I'm doing. So some of my research involves using ion exchange resins to extract alkalinity from rocks. So the resins look like this. They're beads. These are synthetic, and we use them to dissolve minerals to release alkalinity that we could potentially release into the ocean ultimately as an ocean alkalinity enhancement protocol. So this is one of the experiments that we are currently doing. We have the ion exchange resins in this tube right here, and we're using this pump to pass seawater through the resins. And this seawater I actually collected from Venice Beach, and we have a pH meter and a temperature probe that we are using to record some of this data live as the experiment is going. Every project starts with an idea, and you never know in scientific research whether this idea will work or not. And so this project started with an idea that we weren't sure if it was going to lead anywhere. And recently I learned that the ion exchange resins are actually working and releasing alkalinity, so we hope that this will contribute to moving the field forward. The myth that I want to address is that carbon dioxide removal approaches are not an alternative to decarbonization, meaning that we need to reduce our emissions as fast and as much as possible, and that the CDR approaches can help us avoid the worst consequences of climate change, but they are not an alternative to or an excuse to continuing emitting CO2. So I think the most important thing at this point is to continue researching these approaches to make sure that we fully understand them and understand whether they are feasible or not as solutions to the climate problem. And as a scientist, I see my role is to create the knowledge that society needs to make an informed decision about these solutions and whether they should be deployed or not to address the problem that we are all facing.